Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Getting Down with Dave C. and special guests. And we've got Fenrir the Ice Wolf here with us this morning. Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Just relaxing, killing time, trying to forget the stupidity of others. The typical.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do that. You know, you can always try to put yourself out of things for a while, but if you love things, and we know you love your anime, right?
Yeah, I'm more of a cartoons guy, but yeah, I do enjoy anime.
Yeah, the cartoons and anime, and I grew up on Looney Tunes, and even before that, with my age, and I go all the way back to Captain Caveman, and even earlier and stuff like Kung Fu Fooey and stuff. Somebody posted that on X. I was like, oh my god, I'm old. But you had posted something pretty interesting about some comics the other day on X, and I was like, holy, you know what, dude? I was just laid out because you and Mark D and Nick and Pablo know a lot about comics and what's been going on a lot. You hear a lot of stuff from a lot of people on this format and other formats about what I put in the title of this is the comics descent into madness. And I thought maybe I would just invite you on and let you just say what you got to say, man. So let me share the screen, if that's okay with you. Just that one post. Do you think that'll be okay?
It's all right, brother. It's all right.
I want to get your permission because it was your post. So, but no, this is good. This is good that you put this out there so people can see it, because people talk a lot of crap. They do a lot of things, but they don't post the receipts, right? That's how you say it, right? Posting the receipts. And you did that. So I already have it there. Let me add it to stage. This right here, man. When did you? I'm not going to read it, okay? Because this format here will probably crush this channel if I even read that, right? I don't know.
Probably.
It's not like I'm monetized or anything like that. So, but I don't need that trouble. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not letting this go. It needs to be seen, right? So. Everybody can read this. This is Savage Dragon number 275. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is. I'm just going to say it. Larson has lost his damn mind long ago. And let's be honest, when it comes to Savage Dragon, this is pretty tame, but still, come on. There needs to be a standard.
Yeah, that's
interesting. To read that.
It's interesting you said that, pretty tame. So I looked up a bunch of stuff, and it was Reddit and all this kind of things, but I saw quite a bit of it all saying
Savage Dragon's pretty much become sick porn at this point.
That's exactly what I had seen. And I was like, now, wait a minute, because I pulled up, I remember Image Comics, and I had some Image Unlimited with, the Spawn run, a couple of those. Some people liked it, some people didn't. And I dropped off Savage Dragon a long time ago, like I was talking to you about backstage. I'm not up to speed anywhere near you or a lot of other people about comics. I don't make any bones about it. That way people don't think I'm being like a poser or anything. So, but this shocked me, dude, and I'm not very easily shocked. Okay, I've been around for a while. I've seen some things, not as horrible as other people have, seen. But I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. But there it is. And what you just said is so poignant because everybody is saying that this isn't even the worst of it. So what's up with that?
I mean, we have literal panels where the characters doing sex, throwing semen on each other, in each other's mouths. I'm not even joking. And also scenes of literal characters that are physically children trying to have sex with actual adults, physically adults. I mean, they like to bitch and moan when it happens in anime and all that, but somehow in the West they let it slide like nothing. Really odd. The logic is odd.
I mean, I can't even show. I can't. I'm running a chance of just even having this. I'm not even going to say the word. And this isn't for kids, right? This isn't. Who the hell is this shit for anymore?
Sick weirdos, but the problem is most sick weirdos don't buy this. They just read it online on websites and forget it.
Dude, yeah. So when you get somebody who's doing a live stream on a Sunday morning to put this stuff out there, and I didn't even really want to do it on a Sunday morning, and I was like, well, I'm motivated, so I'm going to do it. And thank you for coming on, man, because this is just, what the F is Image Comics? It's still Image Comics, right?
It still is Image Comics. I'll be honest, Image has I haven't been interested in an Image book in years. The last one I actually give a damn is maybe Rogue Sun, but really, out of everything else, I really don't care. Image is pretty much on Step Stores too.
Yeah, the last stuff I had was Image United, and that was only because of Spawn, the characters, and I thought the art, some people didn't like it. I just thought it was, real vibrant art and stuff like that. That I guess that's Mr. Larson there. But I'm surprised a lot of people haven't been calling us. Well, it's probably because the format we're on, it'll just get blanked, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you and I say these words out loud, or if I show the other stuff that you're talking about and all these other people are talking about, this channel is going to get blanked.
Yeah, that's how it is. And look, I might get shit on for saying this, but a part of me kind of misses the Comics Code Authority. Because, look, back in the days, they were very strict about what could and could not be in comic book. And that limited writers a lot, which prompted the writers themselves and artists to think outside the box and be creative as hell in such a way that the story can go for any age without being crass. Clearly, writers need limits. They need walls put upon them, because when they have that, they are very creative in the best way possible. When everything is allowed, well, you're also allowed to be lazy.
Yeah, and we're not, and dude, don't get us wrong here. Anybody wants to come at me about free speech and all that? No, that's not what we're saying. But this is a corporate business, and Image Comics, you're held responsible for this, or at least the two of us and all those people. That this is trash. And what I'm saying and what you're telling me, it's way worse. And you're absolutely right. I saw a post going back 7 years, and I was like, well, that's probably about the last couple of the Image United ones that I had and stuff like that. And I'm like, don't anybody come to you, me, or any of the friends and stuff that we have online about when they're talking about how bad comics are these days when this crap is going on. This is sick. I mean,
extremely.
Literally, dude. And I want to give you props for pointing it out and having the balls to do it, because like what I just said, anybody who's got anything to shit on you or anybody else complaining about can go, you know what? Because
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. That's why I asked you to come on, because I knew you would be real. And that's not kissing ass, because here it is. Who's going to say anything that this is okay? Sure, you want to pull that freedom of speech thing on you? You'll get no argument from me there, but there's still accountability. Just like you said, what kind of standards are there for? And this is for the KIDS. This is a comic book. If you want to put this stamp rated, do they stamp MA or rated R on this? Do you know, Fenrir?
I'm not sure. I don't think they do. I think they have to have some form of rules. Maybe they explain to the bookstores and they put them in the right place. But most comic books nowadays are pretty much just rated for any age. You can literally find. Last month ago, I found You ever saw that one of those Harley Quinn shows in a bookstore in the section for kids? And let's be honest, Harley Quinn is not for kids in any way. None of her books
No,
are.
she's an adult MAR character, unless you want to write it. And I didn't mean to cut you off. Unless the comic book right away is directed. It's drawn and written that way, and all the characters are a kid, like Teen Titans Go or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's not a kid's character, right? Like I said, you can make that argument if you make that comic specifically drawn and written that way. But you're going to have this in it? No. Right?
Yeah,
This is
really
this isn't you're right about the code, dude. I didn't even think of that. That's why I asked you come on. I know it's early for a lot of other people to come on, especially to get hit by this early in the morning. But what are your hours right now? Because I know you're way down south, man. It's 9:15 Eastern for me. What time zone are you in?
Oh, great. Let me see. I think I'm at.
All right. Well, that's what I wasn't sure if you were up or not. I thought maybe you would be. I'm getting some messages. See if anybody else is going to join us. Let's see. All right. Okay. Nope. So it's just you and I. Anyway, I was hoping to do a fun stream this morning, but hey, like I said, man, anybody that comes at you guys anymore, just pull this picture up and say anything else you got to say. And I was like I said, I'm really shocked about a lot of stuff, but when I did dig into this, like I was saying before, this is going back like 7 years, man. You just mentioned that, so they've continued to allow it to happen basically for 7-8 years. When did you notice, like you had mentioned earlier, you said for a while, I'm not putting you on the spot for exact years or anything, but what do you think all right, how should I say this? I don't want to get you in trouble with naming people, calling them out, but they wrote this. They put their name on it anyway. So when did you notice, by Image or Eric Larson, or when did you really catch on to this kind of stuff?
When did I really catch on about this and the comics were losing their way? I actually think originally it was with the main two, Marvel and DC. Specifically, here I'm gonna have to say maybe around 2015 when I started to see this tonal shift in the comic books that I was starting to buy recently. That they were no longer these stories about adventures, heroes and villain versus villains, fantastical tales. It was starting to become even more darker. And yes, comics have always had a dark nature to them and have always dealt with serious issues. But nowadays
Sure.
it feels like it's the absolute norm that you're not allowed to be happy or hopeful or have an actual good versus bad guy story. Because nowadays either it's always the heroes fighting against one another, or the villain is not really the villain, it's someone else's fault that they're this way, or that it's the system, race, gender, and all that stuff. It feels that when this started to become even more repetitive, it's when it all started dying. And I think it all started around the time that began around 2015 or 14, when the stories like all new, all different in Marvel, and Marvel now started taking up stage in DC with the New 52 and everything. It stopped being a world of hope and adventures, and it became just reality with super people. But here's the thing: people in real life, most people suck, and you do not want them to have superpowers.
Yeah, and I've seen you talk about this before, and even you just said it. They can't tell a good versus evil story without agenda. We know this, man. We've heard this what, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million times here on this format, and everywhere else as well, right? We don't need to rehash the gender swapping and the race swapping and all this, but what you had mentioned before is so hard hitting. And you said you might get some flack on it. I don't care. To screw them. If they're what kind of code? There is no code. If it's worse than this, what standards? So even if they don't want to say a code would take away from your freedom of speech. We've heard this crap talk for so long, especially in the geopolitical stage that we're in these times. But I agree with you, man. And maybe I'm getting old, but I'm probably half your age. So for you to be young and pointing this out is awesome, because it shows it's not just some old fuddy-duddies, right?
No, there's a lot of people my age who agree with me on this one.
Yeah.
They feel like
Well,
storytelling is pretty much dying.
yeah. I'm just going to rage on this all day, man. I can sit here and rage on this all day until that coffee wears out. You know what I mean? But I just thought it was kind of too early in the morning, but I saw you. So that's why it's like, hey, let's do this. And so there's no corporate standards. That's what I want to hit on. I mean, Image Comics puts this out. So they know this. Don't they have editors in chief? They have people that, so, we've had streams. I've had streams of people who talk about this all the time. Hungry Boy and JT and a bunch of us did a stream for like 3 or 4 hours discussing, but mostly how they're written and drawn in the process, who goes first, how do they decide on anything. But there's always an editor in chief or an associate editor.
Editors nowadays, they are full on board with half of this crap, or either of the times they're the ones doing the crap. They don't care because they believe in it and are going to enforce it no matter what.
Now, what I should have done is pull up the sales, because I don't know where I got the Wikipedia up there, and I'm going to leave this on so anybody can pop in. This is exactly what they're going to see. So, yeah, I mean, you can go up and pull the original Savage Dragon and all that kind of stuff, and some Spawn crossovers or whatever they used to do, if that even happened. But I think there was at least one crossover. Well, not even a crossover. Spawn is Image, so that doesn't even matter. But there's zero standards now, and I don't know what their standards are, but I wonder what the sales are on this. This is why I was hoping maybe other people can chime in. And it's early in the morning, so I'm probably not going to get a lot of people watch this now. Maybe watch it on the a replay or something if they're interested. But I'll probably talk about this with some of the other guys later on when they probably wake up. And I just got another notification. I won't say who it is, but they were like, "Oh yeah, they lost it a long time ago." So there you go. There's somebody right there who does nothing but comics, and they said, quote, "Savage Dragon has been bonkers for a while now. Eric Larson has lost his mind." I won't say who said that, because if they come on, they can say that. But there you go.
Well, they kind of lost it when they were doing crap in the Obama years, and then the Biden times when they're literally making covers with the characters approving the others. Oh god, that was so dumb.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll come down off the rage a little bit. But have you seen anything that's good lately?
Anything that's good?
Any comics? Comics. I've seen you post a couple things that I thought maybe you had liked, but I just thought you might want to talk about something good.
I mean, depends on your definition of good, but I guess the Invincible show was okay, but
yeah, I mean,
the fact that it loses its logic from time to time. Rogue Sun, the comic from Image Comics by Ryan Potter, it's pretty good. I recommend. It's a good read.
So I mean, and that's interesting. You said
the Massiveverse thing. Rogue Sun's the only good thing I actually enjoy, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. And that's from Image, so they're doing something decent. But if you're going to put this kind of stuff on there should be a rating, right? And that we're going to get some hate on that. But I don't care if it's worse than this. I'll repeat it for probably like the third or fourth time. I can't even show it, right? I mean, if I showed that, wow, look at the reverse hate that I would get. Oh well, you're showing it. You know what I mean? You know how the logic is of some of the lunatics out there, that they have no logic. But I wanted to try to end this up on anything else that you want to talk about. Since I got you on the stream, I'm going to hook you in for as long as I can.
Well, I recommend that. I recommend reading Mark Miller's works. Nightclub, Ju- Jupiter's Legacy, all of stuff, everything Mark Miller's been doing in the last couple of years, every single thing, even the Magic Order, it's perfect. Miller's probably the last good creator left in the comic book industry, and it's all amazing. Seriously, I just read Nightclub 2. Fantastic stuff. 6 amazing issues, always full on great action and storytelling. And the finale for Nightclub 2, fantastical. Seriously, I absolutely recommend to go read that.
And that's
And
the one
everything else Miller's done.
Based on the heavy metal band on the nightclub, or it's centered around the nightclub that has music and stuff like that.
No, it's about a group of teenagers that become vampires, so they decide to become superheroes.
Oh, I did not know that. Man. All right. Okay. Is this the same Millar that hey, DJ Play Nice is here? Let me say hi to him.
No, hey, Millar, legendary comic book creator.
Yeah, he did the Batman Returns and all that stuff, man.
Yeah. He is probably keeping. It is hilarious how him alone, he is the only one making actual success in this industry. Selling gangbusters and everything he's been doing.
Yeah, DJ playing like, no, you're welcome. And it's just something that Mr. Fenrir here had shown out, and I invited him to come on and see if he was wanting to talk about this. You can just take a look at the picture there. That's Savage Dragon 275, and you can always go back and watch the beginning of this. And we're raging a little bit, and Fenrir was nice enough to come on early this morning to help me out a little bit. But we are trying to talk about some of the good stuff now. And I was trying to get interested because of you guys on Nick's channel recommending a lot of stuff, and I can't keep up. Like I said, I'm pretty lazy these days. Fenrir, I'll get my ass in gear once I get some of these medical things taken care of. But I've enjoyed my time off. You know what I mean? I've been working since I was 16, and I'm just going to enjoy it as long as it's sustainable. You know, I won't put myself in a hole or anything, but I really need to catch up on a lot of things as well. So if there's anything else you want to promote, talk about your channel or anybody else's channel, or anything you got going on coming up the rest of this week?
Not much. Just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I guess you'll probably, maybe or maybe not, I guess on your schedule, you'll be on next Friday comics, Clobby with Nick. I know
I'm gonna be like the next week. I couldn't make it this week. Something came up and I was completely exhausted.
No worries. I'll be out of town next week anyway. I'll miss everybody's show Friday all the way through Sunday, which is most of the stuff that I miss.
Just pass by and leave a little quick hello, and it's all gonna be good.
Yeah. All right, man. Okay, so just to wrap up, anybody who's out there, go watch the beginning of this. Leave a comment. Everybody does that. You have to, right? You want to get subscribers, but leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I wasn't even really meant to do that for clicks today, but if you're here, go ahead and do it. I think DJ might already be a subscriber.
Can I promote one thing before we go?
You can do whatever you want, man. You're my guest, and this is free. You say whatever you want.
See, next week I'm going to be releasing on my Ko-fi a story, my personal superhero story, Dyson, next week. And if anybody's interested in that, you can just go drop down.
Okay, send me the link in X so I can copy it and then put it, and then I can link it here.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I'll promote anything you want. You're not because I don't think you're a wrench, are you? Probably. I've only got a few wrenches. I only got 2 or 3, so.
I just want to share because I want more people to see. We aren't getting any actual heroic, fun stories anymore from mainstream. Might as well be creating our own.
No, just send it to me. DM me. Why is it not there? Okay. So whenever you send it,
it's a little bit boring because it's in book style, and let's be honest, most guys don't want to read anymore. But you got to read because you need to feed that brain.
Yeah, definitely, dude. No worries. I'm just waiting for it to pop up. and then I'll link it in the chat for you. Anytime, man. Yep. And what was I gonna? I've got this massive Spawn figure. Do you collect a lot of action figures and stuff like that? I've never seen you talk about that kind of stuff. Or
And I used to when I was a kid, but when I moved out of my folks' place, I kind of left everything behind. Only God knows how they're doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Lady V is here.
Nate, hey, I already sent you the link on X.
Yeah, send me the link on X so I can post it for you.
Yeah, already did.
Let me renew my page here. I didn't want to mess up this page. Oh, there it is. I didn't renew the page. That's why I was waiting for it. How can I copy the link?
Go inside, copy, and return.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I opened it up, and that's okay. Yeah, let me do that for you there. Copy. And StreamYard. Hey, Lady V, thanks for coming in. We're just talking some kind of, well, we toned it down now, but as you can see on the page, they were talking some very, very nasty stuff going on in some comics that I wasn't even really aware of. And Fenrir came on to help me out with that. And there's, for everybody, go check out Fenrir's Ko-fi there and support him if you can. I'm sure he will greatly appreciate it.
Extremely.
Well, it's worse than that, Lady V. I can't even say it. Can you read what's on that? This is Savage Dragon number 270. Just read what's on there. And I'm not going to even say it, man, because I mean, I'm not a puss like that, but you know what I'm saying, Fenrir. You understand.
Yeah, I get it. It's a very small line that the social media networks allow us to walk in.
Well, you're not. Yeah, she's not wrong, Lady V. You're not wrong. That's one thing. Okay, if you want to have that, go for it. But just read what's under the boobage there, you know. And from what I understand, what I've been told and reading, and this isn't even the worst of it. So, well, Lady V, thank you. I don't know if I'm that much of a gentleman these days. I got some stuff brewing behind the scenes. It's not good as well, but that's a whole nother issue. But it is comics related, but I'm not going to bring that up here. Anyway, I guess Fenrir, if you're kind of done, or if there's anything else you want to talk, I'll take this off, and then your time is my time, brother. I mean, if there's anything else you want to talk about, I can pull up. Or
I'll be real with you, dude. I got it another moment that is in the safe department. If we go any specifically lower, I'm going to say and probably do things that are probably going to get your channel shut down. So it's best if we just leave right now.
Okay, man. Well, thank you for DJ Play Nice stopping by, Lady V, and especially you, man. Thanks for coming on and saying your piece about this. I hope people get a hold of this and say their piece about it too. And with that, I guess we'll say good morning or goodbye. And who knows? I might do a toy stream or something. I've got a big ass Spawn figure sitting behind me that I need to put together and do something fun to kind of rage down a little bit because this is some shit right here. All right, guys. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in. See you later.
Peace. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.